tell you something. Promise me you won't judge me. I just thought that we could take things to the next level.
Like a fantasy?
It's something I've always wanted to try.
Oh, we are so on the same page.
It's a fantasy of mine.
I don't really want to.
I'll try anything.
Josh Lawson, congratulations. The Little
Thank
Death.
you.
Great film. First of all, I've got to ask you.
Please.
Did these stories come from life? Are these friends of yours, these five beautiful couples?
So I got to say, when people ask the first question when it comes to this film and sex, everyone kind of braces themselves. I have to ask.
So
Okay, it's like we're going into it's like we're going into the bedroom. Everyone's a bit nervous, so we're feeling
it's like
each
a
other
first
out.
date.
Yeah, it is. Isn't
Should
it?
we be going there? Should we wait?
Exactly. It definitely goes to the edge.
Yeah.
It definitely can polarize, but we've found that
People are responding.
people
well
are
to
responding really well to it. I mean,
Yeah.
we came runner-up at the Audience Choice Award at the Sydney Film Festival, so people are obviously into this film,
Yeah.
and it's not offending in the
No.
way that some people might assume it could.
It tickles.
You want me to start?
When I was researching the fetishes, I really found these unusual fetishes, and then would just imagine, situations that couples could get themselves in.
Yeah.
And the movie in that way kind of wrote itself. Even if it's the fetish, even if the fetish is something you can't relate to, the relationship part of that you can.
Yeah.
Because everyone has been in a situation, in a relationship where it's tough to tell someone a personal thing about yourself.
Yeah.
I think in that way, that's what's relatable about the film.
Yeah.
And the fun that you have is the fetish stuff.
As an experiment tonight, don't be Evie and Dan. Instead, be two different people who aren't afraid to say what they want. Are you familiar with role play?
I wanted to deal with different relationships at different levels, at different stages of their relationship. One after being married for 25 years, one just beginning, one trying to have a baby, one going through therapy, and all sorts of things, so different parts. And I think each story, it ticks a different box emotionally as well. So one's funnier, one's a little more dangerous, one's sadder, one's one's kind of darker, whatever,
Yeah.
And so in a way, the anthology nature of the film gets us to cover it as a massive scope. The film is a bunch of love stories, and I think there's a lot of sweetness in the film, no matter even though we go to some bizarre places to get there.
Which girl do you want to speak to, hon?
Can I just put you on hold for a second?
One thing that I think was a great sort of counterbalance to people sort of pushing their boundaries was one of your characters played by Erin James, who plays the partly deaf translator.
Right.
Talk us through that romance, because I teared up, I laughed, it was gorgeous.
Yeah. I'm so glad. That was just one of the ideas I had that I just thought would be really funny to explore. A deaf guy trying to have phone sex.
I have a caller on the line.
That uses sign language, and I'll be interpreting the call for both of you tonight.
And what do you want me to do now?
Lover.
Damon's one of those actors who just has a hard line to my funny bone.
Miss Redding, sorry to keep you waiting. Seriously?
But it's so funny because at the start when he's trying to role play, he's such a bad actor in it. But Damon's such a great actor.
Yeah, right.
So it's like an amazing singer pretending to be a bad singer.
I'm afraid it's bad news.
Well, I have been a very bad girl. Perhaps you need
You
to...
have hepatitis.
It really makes me laugh. I mean, and to watch him I always thought that story is about a love affair of his Damon's character Dan, where as he falls in love with himself.
Sorry, Dan, I'm confused.
Dan, it's Doctor. Stay in it. Oh, now we have to start again.
It becomes less about the sex that he has with his wife and more about the love that he has for the fetish opens up this love of himself.
Just that's sort of in head space kind of.
Oh, that's interesting.
How was it for you as an experience to both write, act and direct sort of your debut film and have such great response to it?
Oh, look, more than I could have expected. When I was at the Sydney Film Festival premiere of this film and watching 900 people burst out laughing from start to finish, that was the greatest feeling. I really felt like we'd made something special.
You've worked with obviously Will and Adam recently on Anchorman. Did you reach out to them at any stage and go, do you want to give this a read, or was it quite an insular process?
Well, no, at that point, by the time I was working with them, it was really kind of full steam ahead in Australia. I came straight off the back of Anchorman 2 to go into pre-production here in Australia. So I was happy for them to read it, but at that point there was not much
done.
they could do.
Yeah.
And in a way, I was sort of hoping that I could show them the final product and for them to be completely surprised by it. So I'm really excited to get their reactions to it. I think they're going to really like it.
What about the doctor? She say anything?
Yeah, she said that it might help if I orgasm during sex.
You orgasm during sex all the time.
Yeah, so...
It's not the kind of comedy you'd expect to get made here. And as much as I love a good review or a good festival or whatever, the thing that would make me the happiest is for audiences to watch this film. That would be the dream come true, because I think they should. Like, I really think they'll love it. And I hope they take a chance on this film and see an Australian film, even though they don't often do that. But this one really should. I hope people get it out and see this film.
It's really funny, folks. You will laugh at stuff that you do not expect.
See?
Hello, what does he want me to do now?
Killing me.